Heidelberg United TV, this is the first programming of the 2013 season. I'm GRIFFIN McMaster. Heidelberg, they did very well last weekend. They got the points over Eastern Lions, 2-1 away from home. They had a host of chances to win the game. They had enough chances to win 3 games, I reckon. They did very well in that case. Heffernan scored both goals. He scored the winner in the 89th minute, which was vital for the club. But at least the team came away with all the points. And the team's obviously prepping for Sunday afternoon's match. They are top of the table, Heidelberg on 12 points. And they take on Werribee City, who are 5th on 8 points. And obviously they'll be looking for another win and hopefully go towards 15 points. Under 14 pitches this evening, and beside me I have Peter Karatki from the Czech Republic. Peter, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Peter, obviously there's been some good reports that you've been doing very well with your team, so you want to give us a bit of background on your 2 teams?
Yeah, I'm coach under 14s Heidelberg United and under 11s this year, and the thing is, we started to create new juniors club or juniors generally in the Heidelberg. So what we're doing now, we trying to get the teams all together and trying to coach them the way we were coaching and we were teaching in the Europe. So sort of the European style of the coaching, which is a bit different. What's the Australia standard? But I believe, and what's the Football Federation believe as well, that's the future for the Australian soccer.
Sure. And what type of style of play do you like to sort of get through and teach your juniors?
Look, it's a high intensity soccer with the very good technique and passing on the ground, and sort of the Barcelona style. We're trying to implement the style of 4-3-3. Which means, you know, the system 4-3-3, and play sort of very nice and high intensity soccer in the juniors levels with the very good technique and passing skills.
Sure. And how many results wise, how have you gone so far?
Look, we don't looking as coaches, we don't looking for the results, sort of the results, but we're looking the results on the pitch from the players' perspective, which means we're looking for their skills, their passing, their awareness of the soccer knowledge, which means they know what to do, they follow the instruction, and they play very nice and attractive soccer, which means obviously the result is important, not that important as the style of the game.
Sure. And also with regards to the technical ability of the players here in Australia, how have you found it, obviously, comparing to what
the problem, I can tell you, the problem now is in the grassroots levels, which means the Europe, they starting 5-6-year-old already starting with the skills, which means these kids missing these 2-3 years from the start, but doesn't mean anything if they start working properly and they're working hard, they can catch everyone. But the thing is, you know, we have to implement more these basic skills things through all these levels. But how I said, it's nothing impossible to catch the people from outside Australia, and they just have to work more harder because they miss the first 3-4 years of these skills. So I think they're now getting better and better because they're working hard. They understand it's the work, what they're doing on the trainings, they can put on the game, and they can see the results straight away. So they're realizing by themselves which is the best way how to do it.
Sure. And just on a personal note, how old are you, Peter?
I'm 31 years old.
You're 31, very young looking 31.
Oh, thank you.
And you're a UEFA B coach, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you wish to get your UEFA A down the track?
I'm looking forward for to do it this year, but the thing is, I've got a UEFA B license, which is from the Europe. I'm trying to now. There's some recognition for Australian standards, which means I do they can recognize my UEFA B license over here. Then I can do A license over here because it's different Asia and Europe. So I'm trying to sort of find out the way how to do it here. I don't have to travel because the courses are most likely all year, which means you have to be there for 2-3 weeks to do the course, another go away, do the assessments from the outside, then you go back for another 2-3 weeks, which means a lot of traveling if I do out overseas. So I'm trying to do here. So we will see if I will be success to find a way out. I hope I will.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out, and obviously all the best for the season for
Thank you.
yourself, and I hope your coaching development goes well.
Thank you.
And Heidelberg TV, this is the second of our interviews with our junior coaching segment this week. Next to me I have Thomas Kova from the Czech Republic. Thomas, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thomas, the taller of the two coaches, with himself and Peter. Thomas, so how are you enjoying your time here in Australia?
Well, I have very good time, you know. I came here firstly for holiday, and I saw very good country, very nice lifestyle, you know, the soccer growing, so I decided to stay.
Okay. Now on to the football. Obviously you're the coach here at the under-14s, is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And how's that all been going?
Well, look, we have very talented kids. I think they're doing a very good job, and for us is, you know, we're enjoying every training session, so very happy.
Obviously Peter has a bit of a style of play that he likes to implement into the juniors. What's your best style of play that you like to?
Yeah, definitely we follow a little bit of Barcelona with some of the style, you know, where we grow up in Czech Republic, close to Germany, with lots of, you know, physical work, what the kids getting used to, and we put, you know, all these things together.
Sure. And also on a personal note, who was your favourite player growing up?
Look, everyone have different, you know, type of players. You know, I enjoying, you know, Xavi, I enjoying Piqué, you know, lots of players.
Okay, and for yourself, coaching-wise, how can you see? Do you see any junior talent that they go overseas and play at a competitive league in Europe from here?
Look, definitely, I said lots of parents. You know, I see the opportunity here in Australia because Europe is so crowded, and the players have very hard way to the top. I think in Australia, because the A-League is not that quality yet. So for these young kids, when they're 17, 18, they can get, you know, time to play and, you know, just develop themselves, and after they can go to Europe. I see this like advantage.
Okay, good stuff. Now also on a personal note, how old are you yourself?
I'm 34.
You're 34. Okay, you've got a UEFA B, is that correct?
I do.
Okay, and you're looking to climb the coaching ladder. Are you looking to find like a VIS type of job or an AIS type of job down the track, or an A-League youth league, or even higher? Like, what's your ambitions with coaching?
Look, ambitions are go on the top. You know, I wanna coach Champions League. I wanna coach, you know, on the highest possible level. And I have, you know, coaching my family. My dad is coach, and he was professional player as well. So I just follow the steps.
Okay, good. All right. Well, that's Thomas Kova from the Czech Republic, the second of the Czech Republic this season. Hi, Griffin McMaster from Heidelberg United TV. Next to me is one of the midfield maestros that's been performing very well to date this season. It's Daniel Vasilevsky. Daniel, welcome.
Thanks, Griff. How you going?
Good to see you. Ex-teammate from last year from Moreland Zebras.
Right.
So do know a little bit about Daniel. Daniel, obviously a few people from the outside world would have been saying a bit of a surprise move for you, seeing as though your CV is made up of VPL clubs and A-League clubs and NSL clubs. You want to give us a bit of reasoning as to why you came to Heidelberg?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a few people expected me to play on in the VPL, Griff. You know, I'm still fit. I don't think I'm young enough and good enough to play in the VPL, but it wasn't about, you know, that. It was about coming to a club where, you know, they're looking to the future. I spoke to Katz, met with Katz a few times, and he told me about the plans for the future, the new league coming into the fold next season. And from previous experience, I know Heidelberg's more of a family club. They like to look after their own players, and there's a good vibe around the club this season. You know, my decision was easy, really. Katz had a few mates here, and you know, the club's a big club.
Okay, and just looking back a little bit on your past, obviously you had you know, NSL clubs. You played at Carlton, I believe. You played at Perth Glory, was that correct?
That's right.
And obviously A-League clubs like Melbourne Victory and Newcastle, and had stints at South Melbourne and Altona, I believe.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
Now, what would you say would be your best time in that period?
Well, there was a few really good times, Griff. You know, as a youngster playing with Carlton at 17, straight out of the AS. You know, it was a big buzz for me, playing with some great players like John Markovsky, you know, Savinsky, I think Boots was there as well. But winning the championship with the Melbourne Victory was a big time for me as well. And just playing with the A-League with Victory, I had a good string of games I put together, and just the buzz around the club. It's such a big club, and even at South Melbourne it was good. You know, just the bigger clubs I've played for in Melbourne, it's always been great. There's been a few really good times, and I'll remember them forever, mate.
Okay, now going back to Heidelberg, obviously George Katsakis, man management skills got you over across to Heidelberg. What would you say would be one of the strengths of his coaching that you like?
I love his passion. Like, if anyone knows Kats or if anyone's played against a team that Kats has been coaching, he's the most passionate and competitive coach there is out there, I think. And just watching him and listening to him in the change rooms really gets you revved up, and that's one of the things I love about him. He's competitive, he wants to win. I still want to win. Older boys here want to win as well, so I think we've got a really good grip this season, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I can probably, I can probably admit that as well, because obviously I played under Kats in 2011. Very, very passionate and vocal in the change room. Now, looking at the game last weekend, Eastern Lions, I saw it on the highlights. He had about 35 chances, I think. How did you see the game?
Look, it was always going to be a tough game going away from home. We didn't know much about them. That's the first time I've played at that ground. They're competitive, you know. It's 11 v 11. No matter who we've got, no matter who we are, we're playing against 11 other men. And it was competitive. They got one up on us early, and then it was a fight back. But the boys showed tremendous character playing away from home in the second half. We scored 2 goals, and we could have probably got a few more, but we got the 3 points away from home, and we're at home this weekend. So no, it's great.
And obviously your body's feeling very good at the moment. I've seen that your movement has been very good this year. You must be very happy with that.
I am, Griff. I am actually. To be honest, I've made a few sacrifices this season. Some of the players are like, what are you doing? You're sort of towards the end of your career. If you're doing this when you're a bit younger, this and that. But mate, I feel great. I feel fit. Doing a lot of extra sessions. I'm a PT by trade, so a lot of the stuff I preach to my clients, I do myself. Eating well, having enough sleep, not drinking as much, I guess. Just all the right things, and my body's holding up well.
That's good. And obviously the game this weekend, you guys are top of the ladder, so you like to think you guys are coming very confident. You're playing against Werribee. Any sort of thoughts about the game at all?
It's going to be tough. Every game is going to be tough this season. Werribee, I don't really know much about them. I know that there's a few players playing there. I think Down's playing there. We played last season, and a few other boys. Look, they're going to be a well-drilled side, but we're playing at home. We haven't conceded a goal at home this season, and we're pumped. I'm confident that if we can play any team on a decent pitch like this ground's amazing at the moment, then we can win. So no doubt there will be goals, and hopefully they'll be all ours.
Well, that's Daniel Vasilevsky. I wish you the best of luck for the remainder of the season. Obviously, Daniel's been performing very well to date. Griffin McMaster on Hufctv. We'll see you Sunday.